Howdy folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I have a gift request from Renee Mooberry. Renee, shout out to you. Thank you for this gift. LeAnn rhymes, I Fall to Pieces. And this is when LeAnn was 17 years old. And Renee had originally requested Mark Broussard's song, Baton Rouge. And since Renee is a South Louisiana girl, who actually is living in Vegas now for the last 10 years, but for the first X number of decades of her life, shall we say, she was in Southern Louisiana. But I started to react to the song, and it was more, really, it was like more R&B than it was country or Cajun. I was expecting Cajun. I said, Renee, can you give me another choice of a song? So she gave me LeAnn's I Fall to Pieces because she is North America's #1 LeAnn Rhymes fan. That's what Renee Mooberry is. I've designated her as such, so therefore it makes it true. And I'm going to include the link to where I got this from because Renee asked me to get it from the LR No Way Out channel. So I got it from there. The link's down below, so if you want to go see what they've got. They haven't posted anything new in 12 years, but so this is at least 12 years old. But nonetheless, traditional country, we get a lot of older videos in here. So let's see what LeAnn's got for us. That standard country bass line.
I fall to pieces.
Oh boy. They used to be, I've heard some of this song before, but
I fall to pieces each time someone speaks your name.
what was their relationship? That's tough. You know, it sounds like that was a song about like boyfriend, girlfriend, not husband and wife. I mean, it could have been, but it's just it's tough because if you had like the one or you thought was the one and they break it off with you, let's say, then you're stuck really comparing each boyfriend after that to what you had. And generally what it means is you haven't healed yet. from the prior relationship. And we can find fault with ourselves to think it's not right for me to compare this one to that one. But it is instinctive and it's a natural thing to do. It is the way the brain is wired, is for pattern recognition. And one of the ways in which things get put sort of like in different orders is comparisons. And that's true in relationships. Arguably, it makes more sense even in relationships because they are so passion-filled, so all-encompassing at times, and very involved. And you can't help but compare. Now, the problem comes in is if you're constantly comparing the other one and you're vocal about it, saying, well, this other guy I dated would never do that. Well, I mean, that's a reason to leave a relationship, basically. If you're being compared to someone else constantly and it's being held against you, then that's just a very difficult place to be. It's untenable. It's just not one of those things that would work. Because what you're being told is, she really wants this other guy. And you're at least in second or third place in her heart. And yeah, that won't work. In some senses, if you have any dignity, you just realize it won't work and you move on. But it hurts to be in that situation because you don't know when you've healed well enough to get into another relationship. And the only way you know is when you get into one. You know it's too soon in some ways, just time-wise. Like if you have a bad breakup and you go out, a month later or a week later, it's way too soon. You gotta wait. And you gotta figure out what you did wrong in the relationship, why it didn't work, and try to make those adjustments on some level without sacrificing too much of yourself. But we've all got bad habits. We've all got ways that we can adjust the way we do things or say things that don't involve giving up what we value. In fact, that could help lead us toward what we value. So, Renee, thank you for this gift. Of course, thank you for this gift. But the song captured me. I love the way LeAnn sang it too. She definitely sang with that country sensibility more than the way you would say sing an R&B song. And this I love. She looked more than 17 there, though, but whatever. The video's old, so I'm going to guess she was 17 here. I think you told me she was 17. But her voice was gorgeous. It was this, quasi-symphonic production, but she let her voice go. And once again, I thought, wow, I wonder if she ever would pair up with Dwight, because they both do that thing uniquely with their voice. Dwight more than LeAnn does, but they just let it go to that half yodel or yodel space and bring it right back down. But yeah, it's just rough. You just, when you're still in love with someone else, it's just going to be rough. So that's why I say take time before you get into another relationship. When I'm life coaching, I tell people that. And it's just difficult to hold back. If you think you're passionate or in love with some new person, you're going to try it out, and then you just got to see if it works. Sometimes it does. So, all right, I'm going to rate this song, and my experience of this song came in with an 8.8. I liked the song, the content. It was simple, straightforward, and I liked the way she sang it. Otherwise, it was very sort of like, in ways, simple. And I like simple, but LeAnn is captivating. She's just very different. Dwight's the most unique, but LeAnn may not be far from it. Man, we'll have to see. All right, guys, so that's an 8.8 courtesy of Renee Mooberry, who I hope does get to see Dwight in Vegas. All right, guys, have a great day. See you on another video and keep rocking the country.